Hello everyone, good afternoon, good morning and evening, and good night to most of you depending where you are watching me from. You are welcome to the Pride of Africa, the home of truth. Still on stage, we are still on unifying our people. We are still on the road, the contract of bringing back our people back home. Because the Western people have made us to denying our roots, most of all not to know where we came from. You understand? So we still stand on what our last message, like as I said there. As long as you speak Igbo, you don't have any other dialect that you speak. That your language, somebody tell you that speak your language, you speak Igbo. As long as that is the language that you speak, you are an Igbo person. I don't know how you're going to feel. Your mother, your parents might not tell you the truth, but I'm just telling you now if you don't know. As long as you speak Igbo, your surname, that what matters. Because I've seen some people, when you ask them what is your name, they will say my name is Robinson. What is your name? You are a black man. What is your name? My name is Dixon. Are you not ashamed of yourself? That you are denying your origin. You are denying where you came from by answering a foreign name. Can you show me a white man that his mom and dad, they are white, and that when you ask them what is your name, say my name is Ikenna or my name is Uchenna? Can you show me somebody like that? Of course you can't. But you was a black man. You are trying to deny the origin because of what they say about the Igbos. You know, let me tell you something. Being an Igbo is a blessing. I know that the Igbos has one problem. That is betrayers. I know. But the Igbo people, being an Igbo person is a blessing. You understand? The few people that let me say the bad eggs that we have within us is those people that join or cut it with all in the name of their political posts and all that, go and join or cut it the other who don't know they don't know what they are doing. It is time for you to tell your children where they came from, because future they will not forgive you. Just like when I was born into a Christian family. I was raised as a Christian. I do everything I do as I'm growing up as a Christian. But when I grew up, I began to ask a question. What did I ask? I said to myself that Islam belongs to the Arab. And I said that Christianity belongs to the Western people. So are you trying to tell me that Africa doesn't have their own religion, or we don't have our own religion? You understand? This is just like a politics. This is just like a game that they're just trying to enforce their own on us. So this is the right time that both of all of us will unite together to tell our children where they came from. For how long are you going to keep living in lies, telling your children they are from here? They are not Igbos. They are from here. Why they are answering Igbo name? Their language is an Igbo language. Their surname is an Igbo surname. Your masquerade is an Igbo masquerade. Even your women, your dressing, they are dressed like Igbo people. Everything they do is an Igbo. And you still stand up to tell me that you're not an Igbo. Are you not ashamed of yourself? Your children will rise up against you. Your children will rise up to ask you, Daddy, where do we come from? And you must tell them, you must explain to them where they came from. I have a friend that said that when he was schooling, he always tell people from, I think he's from Ukraine or where? From Ukraine. They're not Igbo. But his surname is an Igbo. Everything about him is Igbo. Everything about him is Igbo. Surname, Igbo. His name, Igbo. But they will try to use the English name to cover. That is a big disgrace to humanity. Do not allow the Western people, their ways of life to come and change us, because in their own country they are not separated. That is why we need to teach our children histories in school. All these things started when we go to school. They will tell us, if you speak your language, if you speak vernacular, they will punish you, they will do it. All that is what this stands for, because they did not teach us histories in school. It's a mandatory in school that we're going to study a Christian religion in school. Yeah, we have it. We call it BK or what. It's a mandatory that we're going to study Christianity in school, religion. But it's not a mandatory that we study our own local ways of worshiping and communicating with our ancestors in school. It's a must that they must teach us English in school. In all subjects in school, we are taught by another man's language. What happens to our language? You go to the Chinese countries today, you go to the Japanese countries today, go to the Western world today, they all taught them every single thing they know in their languages. The Portuguese man was taught engineering Portuguese. The Chinese man was taught engineering Chinese language. The Japanese man was taught engineering Japanese language. But the only thing that they taught us in our language is religion. That is why you come to the church today, you see a pastor. You see a pastor have an interpreter to be interpreting the Bible to you. But you can never ever see in a classroom when the English teaching, the English teacher will have an interpreter that will be interpreting the English to you in your language. So, back to what I'm saying, as long as you are living in African continent, we don't have boundaries. We live as one. We live as one, in one unity. There is no boundary for us. That is why Muhammad Gaddafi have it in mind to build the United States of Africa. That is why Muhammad Gaddafi want to build one single currency for Africa, because you know what? He knows that Africans has no boundary. We are one. We are one. Some people came from somewhere, called themselves government, then said, this is Benin Republic. They said, this is Ghana. They said, this is Cameroon. They said, this is Nigeria. How can you create a country that called Cameroon? French is there, English is there, all the local languages is there. And you expect to be unity in that country if they don't know what they are doing. So it is time for you and I to think, to trace our roots back, because if you can be able to conquer, if you conquer hatred, if we conquer hatred in life, if we embrace peace and love and unity, we will conquer the Western people. As long as you live in that country called Nigeria and your surname is Igbo, you are an Igbo person. Do not allow anyone to deceive you. As long as you live in that country called Nigeria, even some of our people is in Guinea, when they flee there during the war, they wanted to settle. We know that our people is there. When Biafra come, we're going to go bring them back. We're going to go tell them to come back home. They are our people. We will give them land where to settle. Because as far as I'm concerned, in Biafra land, in Igbo, and Biafra land is in land, because Biafra is not for the Igbo, only Igbo people. We don't have anything like states. We don't have, this is Anambra State, Imo State, Enugu State, Abia State, Ebonyi State, this one, River State, Delta State. We don't have anything like that. We have what we call Biafra land, United State of Biafra. And that is why Biafra cannot be killed. We are like seed. Let us embrace peace, love, and unity. Let us let go of hatred. Let us let go of hatred. Because hatred is what is causing this. Hatred and enviness is what is making an Igbo man to hate his fellow Igbo man. As long as you speak Igbo anywhere you are in the world, you speak Igbo, you are an Igbo person. Before I end this podcast, for those of you that have their children abroad that never taught them how to speak their own dialect, woe to you, big shame, disgrace to you. People travel abroad to acquire more knowledge. People travel abroad to know their roots. Because if you never step an inch out of Africa continent to move to another continent, you're not going to know where you come from. Because you need to step out. You need to travel far away before you can be able to think and reason well to know where you came from. So you travel to acquire knowledge. The knowledge that you acquire is not to tell your children how to speak their dialect. We must trace our roots. That is the only thing that I have to say. Africa still remains the best continent. A continent that controls almost 50% of the natural resources, the world natural resources. How is it possible that we are suffering? That's going to be a topic for another day. But Africa must be free. Let us trace our roots. Thank you.